Race 11 of the TNR Group 5 series about to get underway, and we've got a well-mixed random grid this time with Dukes on pole in the Porsche. Don't get it mixed up with Graham's car, which starts 7th. Championship leader starts 7th. So Martin starts alongside Dukes on the front row for an all Porsche front row. Lee starts 3rd. Remember how quick Lee was coming up from 6th to 3rd in the first race, so expect good things from Lee here and an opportunity to close up some championship points on Graham perhaps. Dom had a pretty eventful first race, a pretty disappointing first race, did eventually claw back a few places by the end, but it did not go particularly well for Dom, so better things this time hopefully for him. Mark had a reasonable run in the first race, finished 5th, he starts 5th for this one. Chrysler 7th, he was driving really well actually for a lot of the earlier race. We've got Graham 8th, Graham 7th, Andy 8th, Dubs 9th, and Oz starts right at the back. Remember how fast he was last time, and the race is about to get underway. It's a really good start from Martin. Is it good enough to take the lead into turn 1? No, it's not. Oh, there's contact in the background. Graham's off. And Dom and Mark and Martin all come together. I think Dom is actually going to take the race lead, but that'll be a safety car out, I'm sure of that. And Mark is trying to challenge as well. But everything slows right down. Well, Dom was involved in that, and Martin. It looked like Dom was squeezing Martin, but we'd have to watch that back to really understand that situation. It all happened so fast, so many cars together. But anyway, the net result is Dom actually leads the race, and he's got a good opportunity here. Oz is the massive winner out of this one. I've just seen he's at the 3rd place from last on the grid. He's actually leapfrogged Lee, and Graham is one of the big losers actually, because he's 9th, championship leader 9th. The only person that could be further back than Graham, of course, is Andy, who is still 10th in that Nissan. It seems to be forever attracted to last place wherever we go, but the cars have brought themselves back together. Remember, damage turned off for these races and random grids, so everybody can get going again nice and safely. And Mark is going to be on the prowl in the Ford in 2nd, but I expect that Oz will be pretty hot on this restart. We've seen the straight line speed of the BMW relative to the Ford. Ford is definitely one of the slower cars in a straight line around here. And is that Dom already getting underway? That seems a long time before the line, but he is underway, and he's under pressure already from Mark, who is coming up fast in the Ford. Well, I don't think there's going to be a move happening here. He looks to the inside, he's got good grip, but watch as we go up the hill. This is where the speed difference shows, and oh, look at the BMW almost touching the, well, it did touch the edge and almost lost it. And the 4 first cars really going together. Oz almost looking like he was going to make a move on Mark. Thankfully didn't, because he was too far back, and it's not easy to make a move into there anyway. Mark putting Dom under huge pressure. I think there's going to be an opportunity up the inside. There is. Mark goes for it. Great move from Mark. Totally clean. Beautifully executed. He teed that up from the previous corner. Mark knows this track well. He's raced here a few times before. In the background I can see one of the Porsches. It was Graham and Dubs, I think, having a bit of a battle, but these 4 really getting away at the moment. I think Oz might be the next mover on Dom, because Dom has been struggling with that BMW. Oz has not. He's absolutely launched it in the first race, and here he is. Look at the straight line speed, but he's messed up on the brakes. He's not got the braking right. He absolutely could have had that position that time around. That's going to be costly for his chances of winning this race, I think. But because he needs to get through as quickly as possible. You can see the deltas coming up, and lots of minus obviously, because we had a very slow opening lap. These 4 really going away though, really well. And yeah, Mark from Dom, from Oz, from Lee, but Mark is beginning to break away now. Is Oz going to make a move this time? Look at the straight line differential. He's got his BMW set up with so much straight line. He goes hard on the brakes. Has he done it right though? No, he's not. And Dom comes straight back up the inside. Still, definitely helped. So there was, and now he's going to try and get one back. He is. There's a bit more contact between the boys. It's all getting a little bit feisty, but they are just about keeping each other on the track. And Oz is now up to 2nd place. Now, we saw last time he was unable to take the victory, unable to close down on the race leader, but it's a different car this time. We've got Mark leading in the Ford. It's not the quickest car, but Oz makes a big mistake coming out of there. That's going to make things very difficult. And in the background, Graham getting past his counterpart Porsche. You just see in the background there, Graham up to 5th, Dukes in 6th. Oz needs to calm this down. If he doesn't calm this down, he's not going to start that march and head. Oh, Mark's lost it! Our race leader's out! He's taken himself out and he drops down the order, down to 6th. Well, I was so busy watching the rest of the guys battling that we didn't get to see that, how that ensued. But Oz inherits the race then, and unfortunately for as far as making it a close championship, Graham obviously moves up to 4th place now. Now Lee's going to try and have a go on Dom as they head down in towards turn 1. I don't think he's going to do it this time. No, Dom's looked pretty confident into this race, hasn't he, after the move he pulled on Oz last time. Audacious to say the least, and he's getting a little bit better at that corner as well, where he's let it slip a couple of times so far. But Oz absolutely commanding so far after Mark's big, massively costly error, to be honest, because Mark looked pretty comfortable for this one, but there we are, easy done in these cars. It's definitely a good battle over 2nd place though, and Graham is trying to join in. Now this is going to be very interesting indeed, because you've got these boys who are battling for the championship, and Graham goes straight into the back of Lee, takes them both out. Oh, we just caught that. That was a really bonkers situation. We didn't really see how it started, but we can only assume some lock-up from Graham, and then he's just absolutely shoveled the back of Lee's car. That changes the order all over again, so Oz is looking for maximum points ahead of Dom and Dukes now in 3rd place. Dugamus in 3rd place, you heard right, doing a really good job in the Porsche. If he can hold on ahead of Mark, he will score his first podium of the season. But even still, it would be good to see if Mark can finish on the podium as well, because Mark has not had the best season to date. Mark actually only has been on the podium a total of 3 out of 10 races so far. So probably be good for either of them to get podium, but it does look at the moment that Mark's the racier of the two guys. He's up the inside. Is he firmly up the inside? I think he is. Mark takes 3rd place. Great move. Another place gained. And he begins his recovery from his mistake earlier in his spin out. Dukes really could try for this, but I don't think he's got it in him. He seems to be losing a little bit of consistency there, and now Lee is on the chase down. Lee's actually up to 5th again, so he's got past Martin pretty swiftly, but Graham's all the way down in 7th at the moment. And not a lot he can really do about that, I don't think. The race leader has a 3-second advantage over the rest at the moment. See, being gentle on the throttle. You can just see the throttle line there, taking a long time to get up to full throttle. In fact, not using full throttle that much really, and that just shows how gentle these boys are having to be. Dom has got a really decent 2nd place position at the moment in this one, and much better showing than the previous race, and some really decent lap times coming in from him. Mark is trying to chase him down, but there's only a couple of laps left to run. I think if Dom can keep it on the island, he's got a good chance of holding on to 2nd. Lee is up and past Dukes, so we didn't see that move happen, but he's up and past now. And here's Martin and Graham having another wee battle. I think Graham's going to try and make a move on the brakes, but can't quite do it. Martin holds onto the place, but runs deep. He's in the grass. Keeps it from the gravel though, and he drops down to 7th. Graham back up to 6th place. So Graham is losing out a little bit of championship advantage in this one, but not by a lot, as Martin makes another mistake He did say actually after the first race that he struggled a lot with the tyres, and I think that's evidence, further evidence of that. He is in quite a distant 7th place though, so he shouldn't fall under any other pressure. The next man behind him is actually Andy, who's having a reasonable run in 8th place in the Nissan. It's not obviously had any particularly great results so far this season, but this is looking to be one of the better finishes. In fact, its highest finish is 8th place so far. Grizzly's 9th and Dub's 10th. He's close on track then, so Dukes and Graham. Well, Graham's through now, so Graham is really not going to lose out many points championship wise here to Lee. That's all looking pretty ominous. In fact, Graham isn't a million miles off of another podium in this race, but I don't think that's likely to happen unless one of the guys up ahead makes a big mistake, but that has happened several times already this season. So easy to drop these cars over a curb, throw them round. Dubs and Chrysler getting a little close on track again. They've been battling quite a bit today. Dubs makes a bit of a run across the grass, but just about gathers it back together. Tricky to pass though, as we've seen, because the Ford versus the BMW. There we go, there goes the BMW, puts his foot down and away he goes. Not much can be done there by Dubs. Dukes and Martin fighting over 7th place now, 6th place. And you can see on the mini-map on the right hand side there just how spread out most of the guys are at this stage in the race. And Oz does take the victory. Sorry Oz, missed that as you come up over the line. A really, really good win. Much needed win. Dom, a fantastic 2nd place, his best of the season. That's a really, really good result for Dom. Equal best of the season because he did have 2 2nd places at Rapuna Park. Mark finishes 3rd, so another podium for Mark, but probably ruined that opportunity to win that race. Lee finishes 4th, ahead of his championship rival Graham, which is fairly key for him, so there'll be a point or two's difference there. Dukes finishes 6th, a decent result for Dukes, and then you can just see the final results coming up with Martin 7th, Andy 8th, Chrysler 9th and Dubs 10th, and the fastest man of the day was, by the looks of things, Graham, 5th place.